Hello students, welcome to Affairscloud. My name is Vikas. So friends, we have an application by the name Careers Cloud which you can go and download through the Play Store. And once you have downloaded, you can log in with your Gmail ID. And why I am suggesting you this application, because this is the one-stop solution for all the current affairs. This is the best of the best application and the platform where you can enhance your learning through help. Here you will be provided with multiple courses. Here you will be provided with multiple options of quizzes, and even you will be provided current affairs on daily basis. PDFs and quizzes will be provided to you on daily basis, both in Hindi as well as English. Here you will be provided current affairs with weekly basis and monthly basis also. Here remember, once you have done watching our video, then you can log in through this application, take out the PDF, read that PDF and go through the quizzes. That will enhance your preparation. Same you have to do for weekly and same you have to do for the monthly also. In monthly you will be provided with the top 100 important questions PDF and video also, that will enhance your learning, and it will be a very beneficial and important video for the revision perspective. And not just this friends, apart from this we also provide you banking and economic questions. We provide you state current affairs such as of Uttarakhand, UP, Tripura, Telangana, and many more. Not just this, apart from this, we also provide you topic wise current affairs, and the topics that we are providing you are really important. These topics are such as national affairs, international affairs, important days, sports, defense, science and technology, apps and web portals, obituary. These are the important topics that are being asked in various exams across India. So these are the topics that are must and should be covered and will be beneficial for the preparation of the students.
Hello everyone. So in this video, we will be discussing important current affairs for 9th January. Session will be quite interesting, so stay tuned till the end. Let's start. First is name the portal launched for monitoring street vendor grievance redressal, and it was launched by Hardeep Singh Puri, our Union Minister for Housing and Urban Affairs. So two portals they were recently launched. They are your Paisa dashboard and your PM Swanidhi portal. I repeat, Paisa dashboard and PM Swanidhi portal. They are the two grievance redressal portal launched for street vendor, and they were launched during a grievance redressal committee meeting, correct, that was going on, or we can say a seminar that was going on for these street vendors, and during that only this grievance redressal portal, these two were launched. These portals will provide real-time update on the mission, on the schemes, and it will also provide transparency, right? This GRC seminar for street vendors was organized by Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. It was on 4th of January and it was at India Habitat Center, that is in New Delhi. Then if we talk about both these portal, that is Paisa portal and your Paisa dashboard and your PM Swanidhi, here you can see, if we talk about this Paisa portal, this portal was launched on 26th of November 2018, and the web portal was designed and developed by Allahabad Bank. It is a centralized hub for processing interest subvention on bank loans to the beneficiaries under the Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana National Urban Livelihood Mission. And if we talk about this PM Swanidhi scheme, it was launched on 1st of June 2020, and it is to address the challenges that are faced by the street vendors and help them resume their businesses that are affected by COVID-19 pandemic. Correct? Mark this. Here, this GRC, this Grievance Redressal Committee, this will play a crucial role in ensuring fair treatment, resolving disputes and conflicts among the street vendors. Next, name the India's first healthy and hygienic food street in Madhya Pradesh. So, India's first healthy and hygienic food street was recently inaugurated in Madhya Pradesh. What is the name of that street? It is Prasa Dham, right? On 7th of January, Dr. Mansukh Mandviya, right? He inaugurated this Prasa Dham, that is India's first healthy and hygienic food street, that is at Neelkant 1 in Ujjain in Madhya Pradesh. Here Dr. Mohan Yadav, the Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, along with other dignitaries were present during this inauguration. Right? Take a note of this. This Prasadam, with a total number of 17 shops spread across 939 square meter, will offer convenient and culturally rich dining options for the devotees of Mahakaleshwar temple. Apart from this, remember they have also launched a Manhit app. Manhit app. Correct? That is for screening of and helping those people with mental health. Correct? Apart from this, Fasai. They have also launched a book, that is the Dart book. This Dart book is to empower the customers or consumers to tackle adulteration that is going on at home. Right? Next. Also, next thing, remember, a mobile food testing van was called Food Safety on Wheels was also launched during this awareness activities. FSW, that is Food Safety on Wheels. This is a van that was also launched for food testing. Next is who made it mandatory for M2M, WPN, WLAN registration to all entities. What is M2M? M2M is machine to machine. What is WPAN? It stands for Wireless Personal Area Network. WLAN, WLAN stands for Wireless Local Area Network. Right? All those businesses that are indulged in these satellite or in these connection providing service, not satellite, connection providing services, right? They need, it is mandatory for them now to register to all the entities. Which organization made it mandatory? It is DOT. Right here you can see Department of Telecommunication, that comes under the Ministry of Communication, made it mandatory for machine to machine and wireless personal area network or wireless local area network registration to all entities engaged in this businesses. The registration process must be completed by 31st of March 2024 through a portal, that is Saral Sanchar portal. Through Saral Sanchar portal. The reason behind the mandate is to broaden the scope of registration to foster a standalone based and secure M2M ecosystem. All the companies, all the entities, government departments, organizations, institutions, right, firms trusted engaged in M2M service provisioning should be now registered. Apart from this, non-compliance may result into the withdrawal or disconnection of the telecom resources from the authorized telecom licensee. If we talk about TRAI, that is Telecom Regulatory Authority of India, it was established in 1997. Headquarters is in New Delhi. Next is international affairs. FAO Food Price Index for December 2023 was released and it stood at 10.1% below the 2022 level. Let me show you the data here. Here you can see FFPI index, that is Food Price Index, and here you can see in December it is 118.5, in November 2023 120.3, and last year in December 2022 it was 131.8. so you can see the difference here. Similarly for cereals you can see the difference, for vegetable oils, sugar, dairy, meat. Correct? So just go through those numbers, they can be asked in your exam. Next is India along with which country signed a bilateral Hajj agreement 2024 in Jeddah. So remember recently India along with Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, they have signed a bilateral Hajj agreement 2024 under which a total quota of 1,75,025 pilgrims from India has been finalized for Hajj 2024 with 1,40,020 seats reserved for pilgrims to proceed through Hajj committee, whereas almost 35,000 pilgrims will be permitted to proceed through private operator signatures. Right? So mark this, for this Hajj agreement 2024 in Jeddah, India has signed along with Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Right? Next is, here you can see India and Saudi Arabia signed a bilateral Hajj agreement 2024 in Jeddah. Next is your banking and finance. IRDAI, they have eased the norms for investment in infrastructure by insurance companies. I repeat, recently IRDAI, they have removed the requirement of case-to-case approval for investment in infrastructure debt funds, non-banking financial companies by insurance company. The move here aims to encourage investment in the infrastructure sector and enhance the ease of doing business. Then if we talk about some of the criteria here, the investment of insurers in IDFC NBFCs is just subjected to the following criteria. IDFC NBFC should be registered with RBI. The minimum credit rating agency should be of AA or equivalent by a credit rating agency, and it should be registered with SEBI to be eligible for the investment. These debt securities will have a residual tenure of at least 5 years, and the investment should be in line with the note 3 of the regulation of IRDAI Regulation Act of 2016. Then if we talk about what is this IDFC NBFC, this IDF, what is an IDF? It is an, we have seen IDF is your infrastructure debt funds, right? This IDF can be established either as a trust or a company. If established as a trust, it is designated as an IDFC mutual fund and is regulated by SEBI. If established as a company, it is labeled as an IDF NBFC, and it is subjected to the regulations by RBI. And IDFC NBFC means a non-deposit taking NBFC, which can be authorized to the following: Reliance post commencement operation date infrastructure projects that have completed at least 1 year of satisfactory commercial operations. They can finance the toll operator transfer projects as the direct lender. Right. Then if we talk about IRDI, who is the chairperson, Debashish Panda, headquarter Hyderabad, Telangana, and it was established in 1999. So coming back here, you can remember that IRDI, in order to make the investment in the infrastructure more easy and in order to attract more investment in the infrastructure in India and to enhance the ease of doing business, this IRDI has removed the requirement of case-to-case approvals for the investment in this IDF NBFCs. Right. Next is which organization sold $5 billion in dual tranche 3 years and 10 years bond to promote the development in the region. It is Asian Development Bank, right? They have recently sold dual tranche global benchmark bonds that are valued at $3 billion with a maturity of 3 years and $2 billion with a maturity of 10 years, and they have raised a total of how much? $5 billion. Correct. So take a note of this. We can see here various coupon rate. The 3-year bond will be maturing on 12th of January 2027. Here coupon rate is 4.125% per annum, right? And it was priced as this, yield is 11.9 basis points. Then similarly for 10-year bond, which has raised $2 billion. Here the coupon rate was 4.125% and it will be maturing on 12th of January 2034. Next is who won the 75th edition of the Creative Arts Emmy Awards Outstanding Narrator. So remember, former US President Barack Obama, right? He has won the 75th Creative Arts Emmy Awards Outstanding Narrator, correct? And this was under the category for his Netflix documentary series titling Working What We Do All Day, The Middle. Right, previously he won the award in the same category in 2022 for the Netflix documentary series Our Great National Parks, A World of Wonder. Right, so 75th Creative Arts Emmy Awards Outstanding Narrator won by former US President Barack Obama. Next is who has been appointed as the Prime Minister of Bangladesh for the 5th term. So remember, Sheikh Hasina has been reappointed as the Prime Minister, or has won as the Prime Minister of Bangladesh for the 5th consecutive time. For the 5th term, not for 5th consecutive time, for the 5th term, and this will be her 4th consecutive term as the Prime Minister of Bangladesh. So this is her 5th term, but 4th consecutive term, right? That means this is first time was normal, right? But second term will be the second consecutive time. Similarly, remember, just don't get confused, right? Just remember this is her 5th term as the Prime Minister of Bangladesh, right? Next, she also, if we talk about Sheikh Hasina, she received Indira Gandhi Peace Prize in 2009, right? She was awarded with UN Champions of the Earth Award in 2015, correct? Next is, here you can see Sheikh Hasina, right? PM Sheikh Hasina. Next, who has been appointed as the CEO of IOA, that is your Indian Olympic Association. So, former IPL official Raghuram Iyer, he has been appointed as the CEO of IOA, Indian Olympic Association. Here you can see Raghuram Iyer. He has been appointed as the CEO of IOA, that is your Indian Olympic Association. Previously, he served as the CEO of Indian Premier League teams such as Rajasthan Royal, Lucknow Super Giants, and Rising Pune Super Giant. And Raghuram Iyer was unanimously selected for the post by IOA nomination committee. Next, Next is science and technology. ISRO has successfully tested fuel cell based power system in space. I repeat, recently ISRO they have tested a 100-watt class polymer electrolyte membrane fuel cell based power system to assess their operation in space and to collect data to facilitate the design of systems for future missions. Right? This is a test, that is a fuel cell based test done by ISRO, and this fuel cell based test was done in space, as this will be helping our future missions, correct? And next thing, remember, this will be a 100-watt class polymer electrolyte membrane fuel cell based power system that was tested in space, right? Who is the chairman of ISRO? S. Somnath. Where is the headquarter? Bangalore, Karnataka, and it was established in 1969. Next is sports. Australian cricketer David Warner has retired from ODI and Test cricket. I repeat, Australian batsman David Warner announced the retirement from one-day international cricket, and we know David Warner is one of the most famous cricket player in history, right? Even Indians, most of the Indians must be knowing David Warner, correct? And he has recently announced his retirement from the international cricket ODI, that is one day international, right? Then he used to play for in the IPL also, that is Indian Premier League, for Delhi Capitals, right? And again he used to play for Sunriser Hyderabad also. But now he has retired from the ODI cricket, from Test as well as ODI. Next is Germany has won the United Cup 2024 title by defending Poland in the finals. So we are talking about United Cup 2024, right? So German tennis team has won this United Cup 2024. Next question can be asked is United Cup. It is related to which sport? It is related to tennis, right? So United Cup 2024 title won by German team. Here you can see the winners here. For men's single, Alexander Zverev, and he is from Germany, who won the men's single title. Women's single title won by Iga Swiatek of Poland, and mixed double title was won by Alexander Zverev and Laura Sigmund of Germany. Correct. So this United Cup 2024 title was won by German tennis team. Right. Next, this United Cup saw the participation of 8 countries, right? And each country is represented by 3 men and women players to compete in the event. And this was played on hard court surface. Moving on. Next is obituary. As you can see him in the picture, Mario Zagallo. He was the Brazil's World Cup winning football player and coach who recently passed away. Mario Zagallo, who won 4 World Cup titles, passed away at the age of 92 in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. And he was nicknamed as Old Wolf, the Professor. And he was born in 1931 in Brazil only, and he recently passed away. Right? Also remember, he became the first person to win the World Cup as both as a player as well as a manager. Correct? Then FIFA Order of the Merit, that is the highest honor awarded by FIFA for his contribution to football, was awarded to Zagallo in 1992. That is the FIFA Order of the Merit. Next is state news. Bayou. Here remember, Assam has launched India's first 100% electric bike taxi service by the name Bayou. Correct? I repeat, Assam State Transport Corporation, they have launched an initiative called Bayou, that is a clean air movement to improve the air quality in Assam cities. This will be a first 100% electric and decentralized open mobility electric bike service, that is the e-bike service. Correct? And this was launched by the Minister of Transport of Assam government. This Bayou Clean Air Movement, this is a sustainable mobility initiative launched by the State Transport Corporation of Assam, and it is basically to reduce pollution and by deploying various electric vehicles that will be 100% electrical vehicles, and this will improve the transport as well as the logistics sector also, and it will improve the quality of air in Assam. It is Bayou. Correct? Next is your Bengaluru Suburban Rail Project, that is India's first 31st meter U girder successfuli casted. I repeat, recently, for the first time in India, a 31-meter single span U girder was successfully casted at the casting yard in Devanhalli for the Bangalore Suburban Rail Project. So far, 28-meter U girders have been used in metro projects across India, and this is for the first time that BSRP, that is your Bangalore Suburban Rail Project, has decided to use the 31-meter U girder. Correct. These guiders will be used for the construction of a elevated section of around 8 kilometers from Hebel to Yashwantpur, a part of the Melinge line or corridor 2 of BSRP. Right, just remember, it is for the first time India's first 31-meter U girder successfully casted by BSRP, that is Bangalore Suburban Rail Project. So friends, these were your important current affairs for the day. Now let's go for a quick one-liner revision. Hardeep Singh Puri has launched a refreshed Paisa portal and PM Swanidhi portal. Union Minister Mansukh Mandviya inaugurated Parsadam, that is India's first healthy and hygienic food street at Madhya Pradesh. DOT made it mandatory for M2M, WPA and WN registration to all entities. FAO Food Price Index December 2023 stood at 10.1% below the 2022 levels. India and Saudi Arabia signed a bilateral Hajj agreement 2024 in Jeddah. IRDI has eased norms for investment in infrastructure by insurance companies. Asian Development Bank sold $5 billion in dual tranche 3-year as well as 10-year bonds to promote development in the region. Former US President Barack Obama has won the 75th Creative Arts Emmy Awards Outstanding Narrator. Sheikh Hasina won the 5th term as the Prime Minister of Bangladesh. Former IPL official Raghuram Iyer appointed as the CEO of IOA. ISRO successfully tested fuel cell based power system in space. Australian cricketer David Warner retired from ODI and Test cricket. Germany won the United Cup 2024 title by defeating Poland in the finals. Mario Zagallo, Brazil's World Cup winning football player and coach, recently passed away. Bayu, it is Assam, they have launched the India's first 100% electric bike taxi service in order to cater air pollution. Then the service is named as Bayu. Then Bangalore Suburban Rail Project, that is India's first 31-meter U girder successfully casted. So these were your important current affairs for the day, friends. Do like the video and comment below and let us know what are your views for the same. Doing this, it will motivate me to make better content for you in the long run. Now let's move to some revision current affairs for your learning. Indian Railways, they recently signed 3 memorandum of understandings with which organization to facilitate green initiatives. So Indian Railways, they signed 3 memorandum of understandings with whom? It was with CII, that is your Confederation of Indian Industry, and it was to reduce energy and water consumption and lowering the greenhouse gas emissions. So it is CII or Indian Railways and CII, they signed 3 MOUs to reduce energy, water consumption and lowering the greenhouse gas emissions. The 3 MOU have been renewed, or these MOU have been renewed for the 3rd consecutive time since 2016. Right? This renewed memorandum of understanding with CII aims to achieve IR's target of net zero carbon emission by 2030. That is Indian Railways target of net zero carbon emission by 2030. Right? Also remember this CII, they have been a key partner with Indian Railways since July 2016 to promote green initiatives over Indian Railways, and the first MOU was signed in 2016 for 3 years, and this is for the 3rd time that it has been extended. If we talk about CII, who will be the Director General here, Chandrajit Banerjee, headquarters is in New Delhi and it was established in 1895. Apart from this, friends, if we discuss some more current affairs, such as tell me, when do we observe International Anti-Corruption Day? On 9th of December, we observe International Anti-Corruption Day. Then on 10th of December, we observe Human Rights Day. Human Rights Day. On 11th of December, we observe UNICEF Day. Right? Then next, remember National Energy Conservation Day. On 14th of December, we observe National Energy Conservation Day. Apart from this, tell me, if I ask you, name the Tennis Hall of Fame players. Indian players who made it to the Tennis Hall of Fame. Who are they? Leander Pace and Vijay Amritraj. I repeat, Leander Pace and Vijay Amritraj made it to the Tennis Hall of Fame. Correct? Next. Next, if I ask you Gemini. Gemini is an AI model launched by which company? It was launched by Google. Correct? Next. Next is IMAC to upgrade to National Maritime Domain Awareness in how many years? Options have not been given. Let me give you A option 2 years, B option 3 years, C option 4 years, and D option 5 years. Tell me now. IMAC. What is IMAC? IMAC is your what? It is Indian Navy's Information Management and Analysis Center. Information Management and Analysis Center. Right? It is IMAC. So this IMAC, remember Indian Navy's IMAC in Gurugram, Haryana is set to be upgraded into the National Maritime Domain Awareness, that is NMDA, in about how many years? In about 3 years. Right? This NMDA aims to address challenges in the Indian Ocean region. NMDA Center will unite 15 departments and organizations spanning across 7 ministries. Right? Mark this. And this IMAC, this is the nodal center for National Command, Control, Communication and Intelligence System. India projected to grow by how much percent in 2024 as per UNDESA WESP? So India projected to grow by 6.2% in 2024 according to UNDESA UNDESA WESP. What is WESP? This WESP, it stands for World Economic Situation. And next is World Bank's IBRD, right? It is an arm of World Bank. They have raised how much amount and for the 5-year Sustainable Development Bond, right? In 5-year Sustainable Development Bond, World Bank's IBRD, they have raised how much amount? So they have raised 1.5 billion Great British Pound Sterling, right? So they have raised 1.5 billion Great Britain Pound Sterling, right? So 1.5 billion have been raised by World Bank's IBRD. Then remember IBRD, they maintain a AAA rating since 1959. And if we talk about this bond, these 5-year Sustainable Development Bond, the bond will mature on 2nd October in 2028. The bond is listed on the Luxembourg Stock Exchange in Luxembourg City, right? And here you can see the issue price is 99.955%, issue yield this much, denomination this much, coupon rate this much, and coupon payment dates 2 October of each year. Correct? Next is SBI raised how much amount through green bonds to finance green projects. So State Bank of India, SBI, they have raised a total of $250 million by issuing 5-year green bonds, right? Then these green bonds will be maturing when? They will be maturing on 29th of December 2028. And these amount or this amount, that is $250 million collected through these green bonds are or will be used for various environmental, social and governance financing framework, various projects. India will be growing by how much percent in fiscal year 24 as per the first advance estimate by NSO? I repeat, NSO. Correct, they have released first advance estimate of national income. Both national income. Here remember, according to them, India will be growing by for fiscal year 24 to be 7.3%, and for fiscal year 23 it is going to be 7.2%. So I repeat, India's GDP likely to grow by 7.3% in fiscal year 24, and it is likely to grow by 7.2%. It grew by 7.2% in fiscal year 23, right? That we know the data that it was by 7.2% last year, and this year it is expected to be 7.3%. right? Next is Vitol, VITOL, correct? They recently signed a long-term LNG, that is liquefied natural gas supply deal in India with which organization? So they have signed it with GAIL, that is a Maharatna CPSC that comes under Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas, and they have signed a long-term deal with Singapore-based Vitol. This is a Singapore based company, correct? And this is for the supply of 1 million metric tons of LNG per annum into India for about 10 years. And it will be starting from 2020. Who has been appointed as the managing director and chief executive of NARCL? So remember, Santosh P. Santosh. He is the chief general manager of Canara Bank, correct? And he has been appointed as the managing director and chief executive officer of NARCL. What is NARCL? That is your National Asset Reconstruction of India Limited, and this will be effect from 5th of January 2024, correct? He will succeed whom? He will be succeeding Natarajan Sundar, correct, who was the MD and CEO of NARCL, who has resigned from this post, right? Take a note of this. Here you can see P. Santosh, Chief General Manager of Canara Bank, has been appointed on deputation as MD and CEO of NARCL with effect from 5th of January 2024. He succeeded Natarajan Sundar, MD and CEO of NARCL, who resigned from this post. Next, who took charge as the chairman and managing director of Power Grid Corporation of India Limited? So remember, who took charge as the chairman and managing director of Power Grid Corporation of India Limited? So Ravindra Kumar, right? Ravindra Kumar Tyagi ji. He has assumed, here you can see in the picture, assumed the charge as the chairman and managing director of Power Grid Corporation of India Limited with effect from 1st of January. Before this, he was serving as the director of Power Grid. He will succeed whom? Kandikuppa Shrikant, who has superannuated on 31st of January, and he has been the chairman and managing director of Power Grid since August 2019. The next, tell me Prasthan. Where was this held, this exercise? This was held off Mumbai coast, right? It was conducted by Indian Navy. Then Winbex. For this Winbex, it was the 4th edition. And where was this held? It was held in Hanoi, right? Next thing, tell me who has won the Champion of Change Award? Bipin Chandra has won the Champion of the Change Award. Next, tell me, if I ask you, who became the managing director and chief executive officer of Stellantis India? Stellantis India. So Aditya Jairaj became the or appointed as the CEO and MD of Stellantis India. Next, who has been appointed as the MD and CEO of NIIFL? So remember Sanjeev Agarwal, right? Sanjeev Agarwal has been appointed as the MD and CEO of NIIFL. And this will be with effect from February 2024, as you can see him in the picture. He will succeed whom? He will be succeeding Rajiv Dhar, right? He will be succeeding Rajiv Dhar, correct? Where is the headquarter of NIIFL? It is in Mumbai, Maharashtra, and it was established in 2015. Next, SEBI has appointed G. Ram Mohan Rao as the executive director for the next 3 years. I repeat, SEBI, they have appointed Govindyapalli Ram Mohan Rao as the executive director of SEBI for a period of 3 years. Take a note of this, right? Prior to joining SEBI, G. Ram Mohan Rao served as the regional director of Eastern Region Office in SEBI in Kolkata, West Bengal. Next is exercise Mitra Shakti 2023 is organized between India and which country? Second, as of 2023, which country is the world's biggest polluter? Third, Which institution released the report titled Sand and Dust Storms, a guide to mitigation, adaptation, policy, and risk management measures in agriculture? Fourth, the World Health Organization WHO, they have officially reorganized which condition as a grave global health threat. And fifth, Zorawar Light Tank project is a collaborative initiative between DRDO and Dash organization. So these are your 5 homework question, friends, and I need to see maximum participation from all the students watching this video.
That's all for the day, friends. I hope you enjoyed the session, and you can follow us on the YouTube channel, as well as apart from YouTube channel, you can go and follow us at Affairscloud Telegram channel. And if you have any queries related to the content or the of courses offered to you or the payment which you did on the application, you can contact us on the number provided, that is 7677333862. Apart from this, friends, you can follow us on the Facebook as well as on Instagram handle, that is Affairscloud_official. In the end, friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number, that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com, and I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue.